Yeah, let's move on with the show now.
Maria
Cecilia.
Sharapova.
Yeah, still on tennis. Sharapova looks like it looks like she's been gone for ages. I mean, but it's just about
Like forever.
yeah, but it's just for about a year thereabouts. I mean,
even up to. She'll be back in April. The ban happened last year, so it tells you a whole lot. 15 months. I mean, it was reduced to 15 months after the initial 2 years ban and all that. So she'll be back in April 24th. Wow.
It's just around the corner.
Like 4 weeks from now, we'll have to see. Right? Come on, Maria Sharapova back on court. But she faced the media, recently, and she's been talking about her inspiration, all the things she's done and everything and all that, and the fact that she just can't wait, to be back on tour.
Of course, she can't wait, man. It's been a while now. I mean, remember when she left before the ban? She was a top 10 player. At the moment, she doesn't have any singles rankings, like starting from the from the very bottom. But we all know she's a very good player as well too, and she's been keeping herself busy. And it's competitive tennis is a bit different. It's a lot different from the exhibition
she's been playing.
But the fact that she's kept herself busy and fit. She will put her in good stead to make a very good return. I don't expect her to return and dominate at all. I don't think that's going to happen for a long time, but it'll be good to see her back. She's one of the most, renowned faces, one of the most known faces in women's tennis, and yeah, it's great to have her back. But Cecilia, some people are definitely not happy with the fact that
her ban was reduced to 15 months.
And the fact that she's going to get a wild card to actually to participate at the Stuttgart Open. We'll talk about that when we come back. But let's just go and listen to Maria Sharapova now. She's been speaking ahead of her return to competitive tennis.
I think ultimately it was the part where something was taken away from you that you've done so passionately since you were a little girl. And I don't think, as an athlete, there's this constant, it's like a daily cycle in the tennis life. It's 10 months out of the year with a very short off season, and it's a lifestyle. Yes, it's a choice, but it becomes your life, and it's your lifestyle. And although I'm at a stage and an age in my career and in my life where you're closer to the end than you are to the beginning, you always want to end your career or a chapter in your life on your terms and in your voice. And to be in a moment where you feel or you felt like it could have ended on someone else's voice and someone else's terms was very difficult to accept. And that's why I fought so hard for the truth to be out. And yeah, it was definitely, you don't realize how much you love something and how much something means to you until you lose it for some time. And it's it gave me a chance also to live, and it gave me an opportunity to realize that I had a family that I could have dinners with for months at a time instead of a day at a time. I went through 6 months of going through 2 different tribunals, and this tribunal was neutral as opposed to the first one, which was chosen all by the Tennis Federation, which was very difficult to accept in the beginning. So in a way, I knew that this was a 2-step process, and I knew that it would end in Switzerland at the Court of Arbitration of Sport. But to have to go through the process and to use the amount of paperwork that I did and the printer and the emails and the phone calls to get to that decision and to get to that message and those paragraphs was very meaningful. And the fact and all in all to get back what I've been fighting for and what I've done since I was a young girl. That was my mission. That's what I wanted, and I got it. So I want to have a family, and I want to be a mother, and those are definitely long-term goals of mine. But of course, to compete in another Olympics, it's an athlete's dream, and I would love to be a part of that.
And you're almost back.
Yes.
In 1 month.
In 4 weeks. It's crazy. Yep,
Stuttgart.
I'm skipping Coachella this year.
No!
Because I got my day job back.
Yeah, Maria Sharapova speaking ahead of a return to competitive tennis. She will play at the Stuttgart Open in April. Cecilia, I think the lessons surely I've been learned now by Maria Sharapova and other tennis players. It's a strict liability policy.
Yeah.
You can't afford to be, to be reckless or careless.
Yeah.
And you have to take this, doping, anti-doping regulations very, very seriously.
Whatever medication you're on, whatever vitamins you're taking, and all that, at every point in time, because they say they get notification usually 4-5 months before it starts and all that.
Yeah.
But then if you check your emails, open all the attachments and all that, you get all the story.
Yeah.
But one beautiful thing she said, she was actually speaking at the Inspiring Women in Sports conference in Rancho Mirage in California.
Yep.
It's the fact that she didn't want to end, her career on someone else's terms. She wanted to end it on her own terms. So that's why she had to go through the long process of, going to court for arbitration for sports and all that. She succeeded. It was reduced to 15 months. And in April, she'll be back and still get open. People may not be happy that she's getting the wild card, but come on.
Yeah.
I mean, if you check to get open, she's more like the face of that particular competition.
Yeah. I mean, generally in women's tennis as well, too, very renowned and notable. But the girls, the ladies in the locker room, some of them are not too happy with the wild card.
That's what
I'm talking of Chibukova, Dominika Chibukova, one who has been very, very vocal.
They are concerning her doping issues and all that.
Return, and they're not very happy. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
She served that time, and she's going to return. And the girls just have to get on with it. It's as simple as that.
She's also going to get a wild card from the French Open.
Yeah.
So her performance in Stuttgart, Madrid, and Rome could also, force all England club, talking about the Wimbledon organizers, to actually give her a wild card over there. But then we just can't wait for her to return to court, because I actually miss that grace. She's got that grace whenever she's playing, like Venus Williams. That's just what it is.
Okay.
NBA now.
NBA now, yes, Cecilia, we're getting really close to the playoffs now, and the games, regular season games, are still ongoing. It's going to be over in a minute, but a few games that went down very early this morning. We started with the matchup between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Denver Nuggets, and it ended 122-113 in favor of the Trail Blazers. Yusuf Nurkic had a career 33 points and 16 rebounds in that game. Portland also got 39 points from shooting guard CJ McCollum, while the Tigers forward Al-Farouq Aminu added 15 points and 9 rebounds. Elsewhere, we saw the Lakers lose against the Washington Wizards 119-108. John Wall led the way with 34 points and 14 assists. The Atlanta Hawks defeated the Phoenix Suns 95-91. The Charlotte Hornets lost against the Milwaukee Bucks 118-108. Tony Snell scoring a career season high 26 points on 10 of 14 shooting in that game. And last but not the least, definitely the Warriors. Matchup of the night, the Warriors defeated the Houston Rockets 113-106. Steph Curry reminded everyone why he's still one of the best players in the NBA, despite the fact that it's been all about James Harden and Russell Westbrook. 33 minutes, 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. The Warriors have won 60 games for the past 3 seasons now.
So huge.
I mean, not a lot of teams have done that in NBA history. So we'll see how it pans out. The Warriors looking very good, while the defending champions, the Cavs, are looking
now second now.
Yeah, very delicate. Okay, let's go on a break now. When we return, the show will continue. Stay with us.